Alright, let's get the chat refresh. Boom, boom. What is up, everybody? My name is Chris with One More Game MTG. All the links are at OMGMTG, and welcome to another episode of From Pennies to Power. We show the true potential of the powers of pennies of cardboard we like to purchase. I gotta get that down, Ben. I want that to be my alliteration opening thing. Alright, so game one.
Catchy line.
I feel it was pretty solid, you know? I just got to keep doing it over and over again so I know what I'm saying every single time instead of making it up on the spot. So
I always
fun.
plan something and then it just never goes the way I want
And
it to
that's
go.
more often than not how things go. You think you're doing something and you're like, no, we're just going to make that up. Minimize this, minimize that. All right.
It works for conversations, music, intros, speeches, and movies.
It makes it more fluid, you know? Get that there.
It's weird to always plan out everything that you say, but for a little intro to be able to rattle it off and have it be exactly what you want, that is a nice thing.
Get right to the point, you know? Kind of styles.
Absolutely.
So this episode we're playing some casual EDH. Got some returning guests, got some new guests, got some fun stuff ahead. So as the usual, you know what we're going to do. We're going to jump right into it, do the whole 9 yards introductions, and go from there. So Hip, whenever you are ready, I get to now see a live gameplay because usually it's just over the Mox field.
Yes, this is true. I think the last time someone saw my hands on your Twitch channel was the first time.
I think it was the first or second time, like forever ago.
Yeah, and we weren't even playing EDH. We were doing Pauper Oathbreaker.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was forever ago.
That was when I had the broken goblins.
Yup.
I was like, oh no.
It was crazy.
Well, anyhow, I don't really play a lot of Simic, but Aesi is super freaking awesome. I bought this pre-con back, and it was $20 forever, and I was going to buy it, and then somebody snapped it up right before I went to buy it. And then when I bought it, it had gone up by $10, and I was like, what? $10? I don't know if I'm going to do this. And then I decided to buy it anyway, and I'm really glad I did, because recently the pre-con shot up to $70, and I wish I'd bought like 1,000 of them so I could flip all those decks and make stupid money.
That's the dream.
Yeah, how fun would that be, right? But what if no one bought them all? I guess I'd have a lifetime supply of AC precons. Well, anyhow, this certainly is not a precon. Can only win through combat damage and or commander damage. And the mana to card ratio is identical to the precon. But it's definitely smoother and quicker. Although sometimes the precon plays better than what I've turned this into. So I'll let the viewers decide. You can call me Hip, as I'm colloquially referred to.
All right. And Onyx?
Hello, my name is Jenna, or you can call me Onyx. I am playing Damia, Sage of Stone, and Oldie but Goldie. I built this deck because Damia was like the first commander I ever built with. And this is a little Sultai Infect. Got some cards, some of my favorite cards from Scars Phyrexia block. And you can find me on Twitter at Onyx_. I post a lot of Magic, pro wrestling stuff, and Guitar Hero stuff.
And Brian.
Hey, I'm Brian. I'm one of the hosts of Into the 99 podcast. We're a weekly podcast where we talk about all different things Magic or Commander related. We do a lot of deck techs, and we can be found at intothe99.com, on Instagram and Twitter, and we will be at the Calgary face-to-face event there September 29th to October 1st. I decided to be nice to you guys, so I put away my newest deck, which I nicknamed my Salty Bones, my old Salty Bones. One of my friends, Jesse, he very greatly salted me one day, and I had to go out of my way to make something.
That's why I have I have Light Pause where everything is just straight stacks and no one does anything.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I thought I'd be
deck.
nice. And Chris mentioned to pick something that makes me laugh. So I just thought I'll play my food deck. I'll play Merry and Pippin.
I'm so excited for this. I don't know if anyone's seen in the chat or anyone here. I'm obsessed with food in any sense of decks. I have like 4 different versions of it. The Merry ones, Pippins. I love them so damn much. So I'm stoked.
It's amazing by how well it actually went with just the things that are already in the set.
Yeah, it's crazy. I am playing Astor, Bearer of Blades. It is basically General Grievous where I'm gonna suit him up with a bunch of swords. More likely than not, it's gonna die and not do anything, but look really badass when he's doing it. So we'll see how it rolls.
I mean, style points are a thing.
That's how I kind of feel it. Like I've always played Boros Voltron for so many different things, and I'm like, it doesn't do much. Now, like, get Astor, it does pretty well for what it can do, but I'm like, it's still Boros Voltron, so I just put a bunch of cool stuff in it, and we'll see what happens, kind of style.
I now kind of feel like I regret putting the deck back.
We'll see. I like the food, so if anything, I'm more likely just to keep it just to see what happens with your deck. So, but whenever you are ready, Brian, yeah, let's get this rolling here.
All right, so I'm going to draw, and I guess I'll just start with the Evolving Wilds.
Draw. I will do a Terramorphic Expanse, and I will pass.
I will draw. I'm about to become the enemy at the table because I'm going to play a swamp and then tap the swamp and play a Soul Ring.
Oh, yep, she's the enemy.
Pass.
Established.
Target.
Target spotted. All right, I'm gonna draw my card for turn. We can be the arch enemy together, right? I'm gonna play an island
Another
and
soul
tap
ring?
it for a soul ring.
Wow.
I wasn't gonna do it, but
You kind of have to at that point.
yeah, it's like, well, why not now?
Okay, I will draw, untap draw, and we will go with a plains, and we will tap 2 for a Farseek, and then I'll pass.
Alright, I'm gonna do a second plains. I'm gonna tap 2 for a Boros Signet, and I will pass.
I will play a Woodland Cemetery for turn, and I'm going to tap all these for a Evolution stage. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I get to proliferate. That's the turn.
I just grabbed an Overgrown Tomb.
Is it me?
I believe so.
Yep.
Oh, so the golden rectangle thing
Oh, I know.
is I lose all track of what's going on because it gets very hot in this room and basically kind of melts my brain into garbage.
I
And
need
so
to
the
like
golden
learn to hit
rectangle's
the space
majorly
bar to like
helpful.
really keep that in track.
No worries at all. No worries at all. I'm gonna draw my card for turn. I will play a forest, and then I tap my forest and my soul ring and play explore, which says I may play an additional land this turn. And I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm gonna play, and then I will pass the turn.
Sounds good. I will untap and draw. We will. What's the best way of going around this? Tap 2 for Pippin. We will play a swamp. Tap the 2 for a Talisman of Resilience. And that's going to be a go for me.
Untap and draw. I'm gonna do Forgotten Cave, tap 2 for a Talisman of Conviction.
Talismans.
Yep. I'll tap a colorless for a Colossal Hammer and a single white for a Sigarda's Aid. I will pass after that.
I will play a Jungle Hollow. When it enters the battlefield, I gain a life, and I can't proliferate anything because I haven't given anybody any poison counters. So I'm just gonna pass the turn.
I will untap.
He could have just left it at counters. He didn't have to.
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna assert my dominance now.
Yeah.
You didn't have to specify.
Yeah.
If I get to
plus one,
specify.
plus one.
Kind of awkward. Yeah. I'm gonna pay a life and sack this misty rainforest, and I'm gonna go grab an island. Those islands are pretty good. The island will enter untapped. I just kind of had a misty rainforest and needed to put it somewhere.
I have a
This is
couple
my
of
only
those,
cemetery.
and it makes you wonder, like it's such a good feeling. Okay, what do I put it in? Okay, I have this one really nice one. Like, where do I go?
I mean,
Which deck
I
should we
could
point
put
out?
amazing lands in here that I could get with a misty rainforest, I'm sure, but I'm just like, nope, basic island. All right, I'm gonna tap 1, 2 green, 2 blue, and 2 colorless, and I'm gonna cast Aesi, Tyrant of Gyre Strait, which says I may play an additional land on each of my turns, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I may draw a card. And then I'll play an Evolving Wilds, draw a card,
That's some value.
assuming my Evolving Wilds isn't getting countered.
Anyone got a mirror shell crab?
And then I'm gonna crack my Evolving Wilds. I'm gonna go get an island. Oh, look, there's an island.
Boom.
And the island will ETB, and I will draw a card.
I heard islands are pretty strong in this game.
Island's one of my favorite Magic cards.
Yep. Look what I started putting together for it for the battle box.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
I want to see if your list is better than mine.
Oh, no,
I should send you my list. I
It's
forgot.
exactly your list.
Oh, you're doing my list.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my god, I'm honored.
Yep, it's 100% your list.
That's amazing. Did you get the tweaks I did to it the other night?
I did. Yep, so I ordered most of them. I gotta just order the rest of the tweaks and whatnot. I gotta order. The problem is I have to get like 4 or 5 Lotus Petals out of all these decks, and I'm probably not gonna get those anytime soon.
Yeah. I just popped Lotus Petal in there the other day and the festivities, which I don't know why I didn't have that in there before.
Little things.
But if you're buying my deck, I definitely need to buy my deck. I'm gonna order it right after we're done here.
There.
Oh, sorry, I just saw that the rectangle passed.
No, you're good.
I will draw. We'll play Fortified Village tapped because I have nothing to show you guys. What's the best way around doing this? 3. Oh, I have to keep a. We'll go 1, 2, 3 for Golgari Charm or Golgari Key Rune, and then we will go 1, 2, 3 for Mary. 6 total. And that will be a pass pour moi.
Do slay a stronghold. Cast my commander. When ETBs, look at the top 7 cards of my library, reveal an order, an equipment or a vehicle, and put it into my hand. So 1, 2. Nothing really good. So yay. I'll do Umazawa's Jite. Put those at the bottom. I'll just play the Jite and attach it to the commander. So the GTA, when it deals combat damage to a player, it puts 2 counters on it, and they're counters. So if you want to proliferate them, you're more than welcome to, Onyx, just to state that aloud. I remove a counter, creature gets +2/+2 until on a turn, target creature gets -1/-1 until on a turn, or I gain 2 life. And I pass.
I'm going to play one of those is lands. Unfortunately, I cannot play my commander yet because I don't have enough lands. So I'm going to 2 colorless for 5, 6, and I'm going to play a Phyrexian Swarmlord. There's a 4/4 with Infect. At the beginning of my upkeep, put a 1/1 green insect creature token with Infect on the battlefield for each poison counter your opponents have, I should say. And that's going to be my turn. I'm going to pass.
Well, I'm a little upset with myself because apparently I took the tokens for this deck out of the box, and I have no idea where they are. So I guess I'll be trying to find them in between my turns. They might be in this pile of cards in front of me. I'm not sure. All right. Draw step. Hornet Queen, which is a 2/2 insect with flying and death touch, and when it ETBs, I make 4 1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and death touch, which are going to temporarily be represented by this because still finding tokens. Look at this supposedly rare Lord of the Rings die that I got in 2 pre-release kits, and almost everyone I know that plays Magic has at least one of.
Yep.
And then I will pass my turn as I look for more tokens.
Alrighty then. Untap. Draw. We will play a access tunnel. Let's start with 3 for Nadir's Nightblade. 1/3. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. 2. And I don't think I have anything that triggers yet. We'll then 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll play Guillaume, Master Chef.
That's why it's my food commander.
This
Who's
is
that
very good.
food commander you were playing the other night for the PDH game? That one was cool.
That one is Greta. That's the one that I built for that one.
Greta Van Fleet.
Yep.
So then I'm going to move to my end step. I will create a food token for each creature that entered the battlefield this turn. So 2.
Yep.
So 1, 2. With a artifact entering, I will create a 1/1 human as well.
I just found one of those.
Hey, and that will be my turn. While I grab dice.
Untap and draw. Do mountain. I'll do 3 for dark steel plate. Tap 1 to put the hammer on it. Move to combat. Currently, it is a 14/14 indestructible. No other abilities. I will swing the 14 over at Onyx.
Oh, okay. I found him.
I don't want to take that much commander damage, so I'm just going to block with my Phyrexian Swarmlord. 14 commander damage is a lot.
And
the commander damage is 2 damn.
And I take 4 -1/-1 counters on it. So that's why I have the hammer on it, so it wouldn't die.
Fair.
You are all set though after that.
So if the hammer leaves, is what you're saying?
Immediately can die.
That's like a twofer.
Playing his hand.
I can't believe how stressed out I was about the lack of those tokens.
You should figure, like they're readily there, but they're not there. You're like, where are they actually? What are those?
Pretty much. I think I might be starting to care about my image in the Magic community.
I'm going to Damia. She is a 4/4 with Death Touch. I skip my draw step, and at the beginning of my upkeep, 5 fewer than 7 cards. Refill until I have 7. And that's going to be it for me.
This is Aesi's squad guard. Okay. Untap is being escorted.
A giant serpent being escorted by a bunch of bees.
Keep her safe in the tides of her own kingdom. I'm gonna play a reliquary tower as my land for turn.
Then nice.
Draw a card. Very nice indeed. I will play a forest. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's a pass. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap 3, 5, 6, and I'm gonna cast Primeval Bounty, which is from a different precon. It is from the Faldorn something into or from exile precon from Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. It says whenever you cast a creature spell, make a 3/3 green beast creature token. Non-creature gets you 3+1/+1 counters on target creature you control, and a land ET being under your control has you gain 3 life.
Oh, that's a nice card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The high mana value, but what you're getting out of it's pretty solid.
It's a pretty solid card.
Who doesn't have those type of mana value at
And,
this turn, right?
I mean, the primary function of this deck is to ramp, but
That's what green does.
I mean, I think you have about as much mana as I do at the moment.
Green goes burr.
Green go burr.
Basically.
Yeah.
green to burr machine.
Oh. Okay. I got the green or the square. What I wanted to do at your end step was tap 1 to make another food, which will make me another soldier. And then draw. All right. Chris so far has been a man of his word.
Yep.
And nothing going on in its appeal bad right now. I just got crap.
All right. Untap, single, or a Basilisk Collar.
God.
Oh.
It's got lifelink and death touch. I don't want to make enemies, so I'm just gonna swing it over at hip. You can just do a chump.
All my chumps have death touch.
Mine's indestructible.
Oh.
It's surviving.
How big is your commander right now?
It is a 10/10.
Does he have trample?
No trample, but if it deals damage, I get the 2 GT counters.
He deals combat damage.
Yeah, and then the GT counters, I can either give it +2/+2, -1/-1 to a creature, or I gain 2 life. It's just there for like, why the hell not kind of style.
Yeah, I'll just chump with an insect token.
All right, I gain 10, go to 50. See, if my creature dies, I can do nothing, so keep that in mind.
On my upkeep, I have 4 cards in hand.
Do enjoy that ability.
And I'm going to tap 3 for a Rim Tutor. Search my library for a card and put it in my hand, and then I'm going to be playing said cards. Probably gonna pass.
All right. I will untap. Okay, I'm gonna do stupid stuff. Let's do 1, 2, 3.
Just set it out.
4. Oh, that's accurate. Okay. Well, we'll do 7 like that. And I'm going to cast Boundless Realms, which says search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of lands you control, and put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library.
Yep.
Ooh.
I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Soul Ring not counting.
Get 7 lands, draw 7 cards, and gain 21 life.
I actually forgot about Primeval Bounty. Thank you for the reminder. I'm gonna get Island. Get a forest or 2, I guess.
You're like, I guess I'll get a forest or 2.
Yeah. I usually just grab whatever the first 7 lands I find are.
Can never have enough.
You got to get the islands to water the trees, and the trees to
True.
take up all the water. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really have a lot of forests actually. I'm noticing 7 there.
That's a lot of life.
All right. So I'll gain 21 life and go to 60. I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and I actually have yet to play a land for turn.
All
Do you
right.
still have lands?
Yeah, I've got a couple. I'm gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse. I'll draw a card. Gain 3.
Aesi is doing its work.
Crack the Expanse. I'll go get an island. That'll ETB and draw me a card. And keep in mind, this deck can only win through combat damage. How much untapped mana y'all got?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my side.
8.
I have 5.
We all have a lot.
Does everyone want to have some fun?
I'm not against doing that.
Okay.
I like
I'm
fun.
gonna tap this forest.
I know what we're doing.
And I'm going to cast Collective Voyage.
Yep.
As join forces, starting with you, each player may pay any amount of mana. Each player searches their library for up to X basic land cards, or X is the total amount of mana paid this way, puts them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffles. I will not be contributing to this one, which is something I've never done before. But
Out of
Brian, would you like to
curiosity,
contribute to the mana pool?
is this pre-combat or post-combat?
This is first main phase.
Don't like that answer.
So reason being I'm okay with it in a sense is solely because he already has a bajillion mana.
Yeah, that's very true. Let's go for it. That's 8.
14.
You're paying 8.
So 14 total.
You know what? I'm gonna go all in and have 5.
So we're going 19 lands.
19.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone get
19 basics?
19 basics.
I don't even know if I have 19 basics.
There goes all my basics now.
1,
20.
3, 5, 9, 10, 13. I only had 16 basics
You
left.
gain 48 life
Okay.
and then draw
How
16 cards.
How many are we getting? 19?
19 total.
19.
Dude,
If
I
you
paid
have it.
1. Y'all paid a collective 19. Or I paid 1 to play the spell.
Yep.
But I didn't actually pay into it.
I only had 12, and you still had another.
17, 18.
Yeah, I had 16 basics left.
I had 11.
So 16 times 3 we said is 48. So that's gonna put me
48,
at
108,
114.
yeah.
I'm gonna draw 16 cards.
I have 2 basics left in my deck. All the other ones are non-basics.
Optimistic
I mean-
thought all the lands are tapped, so that he has in a sense, you know?
Although the funny
Yeah.
thing is that I've only played 1 land so far this turn, and I have another land drop. Oh, I just realized actually, I played Boundless Realms and Collective Voyage
You
this
have
turn.
2. No,
I
yeah.
have 2 Primeval Bounty triggers.
Yep.
Are they tapped or untapped?
They're tapped.
They come in tapped. I'm gonna put 3 counters on a Death Touch Insect, and I'm gonna put 3 counters on a Hornet Queen.
Never had so many lands on my side of the field in life.
I'm gonna play a Rogue's Passage as my second land for turn. I'll draw a card. Let's tap that Rogue's Passage for an Amulet of Vigor, which would have been insane if I'd had it in my hand. This doesn't usually do this. I mean, it does this, but not quite to this extent this quickly. But again, I can only win through combat damage, so
I love when games get
yeah.
spicy though.
but it does do spice. But now you all have tons of mana too. Cool.
I was a dum-dum, and I forgot to keep 1 up for end of turn. But we will untap and draw. And of course, I drew a Godless Shrine.
I was saying you drew a land?
Yeah, sure did. And I don't believe any of these things will let me draw. No, womp womp. But we will go with a...
A lot of stuff. Draw. You did, like...
Yeah.
Untap 25 lands.
Draws land.
Mint. Alright, I'm gonna give my creature vigilance and give it +2/+0. I'm gonna swing over at for 12.
Does it have trample?
Nope.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 2, and do mind you, I could have done things, but I am swinging for 12.
You are swinging for 12 though. And you have so much mana that I just gave you. So
Yep.
if I let it go through and you give it trample and double strike, I'm super dead, which is a thing you could very likely do. So I'm gonna block it with Hornet Queen and my 4/4 insect and my other 4/4 insect to block for exactly 12.
All right.
To block for Death Touch.
That's all.
But you guys
So,
are indestructible.
I do nothing. Alright, gain 14 life. I gain 12, I mean.
And they're all dead.
I will pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap all my lands here. I'm gonna keep 1, 7, and I'll...
There are so
God
many
damn
lands on this field.
I drew a fucking land.
This is effing mint.
The 3 of us all drew into lands. Great.
Watch me also draw into a land.
Who has blocker?
I have my giant dude over here.
Yeah.
I also have blockers.
Same.
If you need to attack for a trigger, I don't mind just jumping with my Astor. It'll die, but
Well, I kind of want to attack him.
I don't
Well,
mind
he has
just jumping either.
block.
he's got the 1/1 death touch in the
But it does
AC.
have death touch.
I'm going to pay 2 and actually I'm gonna play Questing Beast.
Nice.
Ooh, that's fun.
The Menescad.
Then I'm going to pay Swamp and play Pheresis. Enchant creature and create a creature has infect. I'm gonna give Questing Beast infect. Hip has a death touch 1/1 blocker, so I don't really want to attack him.
Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less.
Yeah.
But I do have,
You have a
AC
5/5.
as well.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Sounds like you're coming at me.
Well, no, because you can Guillaume in response.
You know, I'm gonna do something. Tap a green and a green.
Before you go to combat, you can tap down with Guillaume's food ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's two halves to that.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah, I never remember it. That's why.
And I'm gonna play a Vines of the Vastwood kicked. I'm gonna target Questing Beast if the spell resolves.
It's gonna be 8 total right now.
Yeah, and he can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. And I'm gonna target Questing Beast, so he's now an 8/8 with infect.
So you'd have to activate now for the Guillaume if you wanted to do it.
Is it coming at me?
Well, you have to do it before combat.
It is not coming at you, Brian.
Oh, okay. I'm totally fine.
And then I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna swing Questing Beast at Hip.
Block with AC.
I guess you do have all of the mana just to recast.
At least for now.
She's upset that I did that, but she's like, I'm mad, but like it's fine.
Then I think I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, and play a Tamio of the Moon Sage.
One of the most beautiful cards.
Yeah,
I
that's a
love
very
the
nice
Secret
card.
Lair art; it's so good. And then I'm gonna tap Soul Ring for a Contagion clasp. When it enters the battlefield, target creature, or put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. I'm going to kill that insect with Death Touch and Flying.
Okay.
And I'm gonna actually I need dice. I'm gonna +1 Tamio and tap down versus commander. And then I think because I basically played my whole hand.
All right.
So much mana.
He still has another pile of it too.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just a blue pile.
I just need to do 10 damage to Hip.
Okay, untap. And do I want to do anything here?
Well, I was thinking why he just didn't take it, but I forgot the infect.
Yeah.
Card.
He has a lot of life, but I don't do like regular life damage with this deck.
I draw a land again. I'm gonna be very, very sad.
I can concur.
Those are things I want to play. Yeah, I'm just trying to like kind of quickly.
You're good.
All right. Okay. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Got a green and a blue in there. Several blue. We'll cast Aesi. Aesi is a creature spell. On the cast, I will get a.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for him to tap all of his mana, play a Hydroid Crisis or something.
Yep.
That'd be pretty funny.
Draw several, gain several.
Yeah, just deck myself.
a giant Kraken that has like 30/30 with flying.
Oh, I should have done this first. Oh well. I want to draw cards, I guess. I always want to do that. All right, I'm gonna tap 5, including a couple green and several blue. I'm gonna play Azusa Lost But Seeking.
Definitely need
I'll
more
get
lands so
another-
that works out.
Yeah, I don't have enough because I don't have them all. I'll get another beast, and then with the other 2 mana, I'm gonna play Lotus Cobra, and I'll get another beast. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 2 more. That's 9. I'll use 2 for Swiftfoot Boots, and I'll get a beast. Or no, not a beast. I'll get 3 counters, which I will put on Lotus Cobra. Why not? And then with the other 7 mana, I will play Verdant Sun's Avatar, and then I will get a beast. And when it ETBs, I'll gain 5 life. And getting kind of low on the manas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Only have 11 lands left. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I haven't played a land yet, and I could still play like 4 lands. All right. So that's 8 mana. I'm going to play Stormtide Leviathan. I'll get a beast. And this is the first beast that Verdant Sun's avatar is going to see. It's on cast, so I'll gain 11 life. Stormtide Leviathan has Island Walk, and it says all lands are islands in addition to their other types. So creatures without flying or Island Walk can't attack. Command Tower, gain 3. Forest, equip Swift Foot Boots to Stormtide Leviathan. Oh, Lotus Cobra. I have a mana floating. I'll get a green from Lotus Cobra.
I'll tap 3 in response to the equip.
Okay.
And I'll mortify Stormtide. Store target creature enchantment.
Yep. Sorry, just gotta find the I will tap in response to that blue, green, and the Lotus Cobra mana, and I'm going to wash away for the cleave cost to counter target spell.
In response to that, another 3. Anguish Unmaking.
Oh, there we go. Damn.
Anguished Unmaking. Okay, doesn't like the Stormtide.
You're fine having it is when it went to be I can't target it is where I have a problem.
In response to that, tap 2, I'm going to Into the Royal Stormtide Leviathan, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I'm not kicking it, so I won't draw a card.
And I lose 3 life.
Does that resolve?
Yep.
Okay, so Stormtide will go to hand.
I'll lose the 3 life, and then the other mortify gets countered.
Yeah. And then I have 2 non-creature spell triggers, so I'll put 3 counters on Azusa, and I'll put 3 counters on Aesi. I'm gonna play as my second land drop a Lotus Field, which will come in tapped. I'll sacrifice 2 forests for it. I will gain 3 life. And I will draw a card, and I will get a mana from Lotus Cobra. I will put that mana to use by equipping Swiftfoot Boots to Lotus Cobra. And pass turn.
Hey, you're in step. I'll tap a mana to tap the Pippin to make a food, which will make a token. And Naughty Land. All right, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Harmonize, draw 3 cards.
Right.
My camera just will not focus.
1.
You can tell it's trying.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
I think sometimes it gets stuck on this elf's face.
Could be.
Yeah, I really believe that.
Facial awareness.
And we'll be right back.
I will play land for turn as Exotic Orchard.
Oh, wait. Oh, man, I messed up. Lotus Field comes in untapped. I have Amulet of Vigor. I'm so dumb. I had 3 more mana. Oh, well.
I will tap 3 for the Gaffer. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, draw a card. I will pay 2, sacrifice a food, and gain 3 life. I will then move to my end step. And when a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
I'll lose a life.
No.
And yes, then end step, a creature entered the battlefield. I will create a food that will create another soldier, and I will draw a card, and that's a pass.
Untap. All right, for 0, I cast Rograk.
Ruh-roh.
I will. You lost 1 life from the Nautier Nightblade. Nice. Okay. I tap 4 to put all these onto Roger, killing them immediately. So Roger is now a 10/11. First strike, menace, trample, indestructible, lifelink. I'm going to tap to recast my commander. Look at the top 7. I'm going to choose Cloud Steel Kirin. Gotta then play it and automatically equip it to Roger. So now it has flying and I can't lose the game and you guys can't win the game.
So that item has to go.
The item has to go, correct.
What's the item's title again?
It is Cloud Steel Kirin. Kirin.
I'm familiar with this one.
For 2, I put on Trailblazer's Boots. It has non-basic land walk.
Still targetable, correct?
You can still target it, correct. So everything is technically still targetable. It just has indestructible the creature itself. I'm going to pass the turn after that.
All right. Don't like that Roger. He's got like the whole clothing and attachments on him.
Yep.
Just at the end step, I wanted to pay 1, sack of food, gain 3 life, draw a card.
All right, so
Nice.
there's the shoes, there's a shirt, sword and sword, with his dog nearby, and he's riding a giant pony.
When you hit max level in World of Warcraft and you go to inspect.
Yep.
Since I have only one card in hand, I'm gonna draw 6 cards off Damia.
That's very nice.
Insane how Damia is.
Okay, this is interesting. Don't feel like he's gonna live very long. Try it anyways. So I'm gonna tap 2 and play Blighted Agent. He is a 1/1 with Infect, and he is unblockable.
I'm chill until we see where he goes.
Basically.
I'm gonna tap 2 and play Growth Spiral. Draw a card. I can pull
Love that card.
And
Growth Spiral's so good.
Mm-hmm. The artwork's just gorgeous.
I will play a Forest out of my hand.
I just love the concept of the card, honestly. I love the art. I love what it does. I love the name. I love the idea of it.
Everything was well rounded.
Makes me feel like a water/earthbender every time I cast it.
I did enjoy the Golgari one that they did with it too, right? Or was it Orzhov? That's Spiral? No.
Oh, do they have spirals for every
No,
color combo?
I think they did just a reverse one of this one.
Like maybe a Rakdos one or something.
I'm gonna play a Duress.
Boros Charm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So a very, very, very good hit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of scared of what other things you have in your hand. If you have any more equipments in your hand, I kind of want to go to combat, but it's kind of useless at this point. Everybody's got a lot of blockers and can't really get.
I'll block with my commander if you want to get through. I don't mind.
I don't have trample. That's the problem.
I just want to get more triggers up Astor.
I think I'm going to not go to combat. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn. I think.
Right.
At your end step, I'm just gonna sack food.
You're good.
Gain 3 life.
I'm going to respond to you doing that by tapping my Lotus Field for 3 green mana, and I'm going to Beast within Cloudsteel Kieran.
All right, now I get a beast.
She was a beast the whole time.
Yep.
A wingless beast in a unicorn mech suit.
Now what's a flip?
All right. I will go to my turn and untap.
I love how you went from not having anything because everyone blew it up, and then you have a entire board state again.
A lot
I
of
would say
mana
it's
can do.
more scary than before.
Yeah, there's a difference now.
I'll tap a forest and play Exploration, so I can play an additional land on each of my turns.
Good. You needed that, so that's good that you found that. Like of all
I
the
need
cards.
to ramp a little bit. Now that we're in the late stage of the game, I need to start building my board state.
Correct, just in case.
Yeah, there might be stuff happening at some point. And when it happens, I'd like to have a couple of lands. Let's do Lotus Field for GGG. Island gives us a blue. Reliquary Tower gives us a Reliquary Tower unit of mana. And I will play Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep, which is a new addition to the deck.
Oh, that octopus one, right?
She's a Merfolk Noble that loves octopi and also krakens, leviathans, and serpents. She's a 4/5 with vigilance, ward 3. Oh, cast I get a beast. She's a Merfolk Noble 4/5 legendary vigilance and ward 3. She says whenever you cast a kraken, leviathan, octopus, or serpent spell from your hand, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is that spell's mana value. You may cast a spell with mana value less than X from among them without paying its mana cost. The rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Yep.
Let's do. All right, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mana. 3 green in there. I'm gonna switch out one of those islands for forest, so I have 4 green and natural growth, the non-creature.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put 3 counters on Aesi. With the trigger. And then I'm gonna use. Oh yeah, so actually that's not enough green. So I have 4. I have 3 blue floating. 2 green. I'll use 2 green. And a blue going down to 2 blue. Blue available. I'm going to play Tatiova, Steward of Tides. She says land creatures you control are flying. Whenever land ETB is under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, up to 1 target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. On the cast with Kiora, I will look at the top X cards where it's the CMC of Tatiova because she's a merfolk. Oh, no, wait. No, she doesn't trigger that. It doesn't do merfolk.
Oh, yeah, it's...
That's okay. Well, I'll get a beast. Gain 3 here, 3 off the beast. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Have 2 blue floating. We'll do a green and a blue to add to the blue. I'm gonna cast Tempted Discovery. It says search your library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. Each opponent may search his or her library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. For each opponent who searches a library this way, search your library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield.
I'm gonna
And
search.
each player who searched a library this way shuffles it. You do or don't?
I am.
Does anyone else want to search?
Screw it, I will.
No from me.
Okay, so you'll each get a land. I'm going to get 3 lands.
I don't really think I have any specialty lands that I kind of require right now.
I'm going to get Thespian Stage, Dark Depths, and Simic Growth Chamber.
Sun Home Fortress.
I'm gonna get Karn's Bastion, even though what you just said makes me
changes words.
very afraid. Thespian Stage, Dark Depths combo and Commander. Oh boy.
It's honestly pretty stupid, but not the worst thing ever.
Does anybody have a dress down?
Not in this deck, I don't think.
Does it go in my hand or on the battlefield?
That goes onto the battlefield untapped. Simic Growth Chamber is going to come in untapped because my Amulet of Vigor. Dark Depths has 20 ice counters on it. I can't put a red die on this. It's going to make me sick. So wrong.
I thought I had 10.
Yes, 10 ice counters. That's correct.
It doesn't really matter though. You have Thespian Stage.
It could matter. You never know.
True.
Okay, so there's that. So Simic Growth Chamber is going to have to bounce something.
That's probably your best bet.
I'm
Bounce
going to tap it
Depths.
because it comes in untapped in response to its own trigger, and I'll float a green and a blue, and then I'll bounce the Simic Growth Chamber to my hand. I'm also going to draw 3 cards. 2, 3. I have green, blue floating. Let's do... gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life and Tempted Discovery. Did I already put the counters from Tempted Discovery on something? Forget.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Off the Tatiova triggers, I'm going to make these 2 islands and forests into flying 3/3s. I have a green, blue. So let's see. How many land drops do I have? Let's play Simic Growth Chamber. I will draw a card off it. It's going to enter untapped and it's going to want to bounce itself. I will tap it in response and bounce itself. With a green, blue. I will do that again. Draw a card. Bounce it. Play it again. Draw a card. Float a green and a blue. So I have 4 blue and 4 green. I'll use all but a green mana to cast Zendikar Resurgent. I will put 3 counters on Aesi. It says whenever I tap land for mana, I add 1 mana. My mana pool of any tip that land produces, and whenever I cast a creature spell, I draw a card. I have a blue in my mana pool. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, this is double now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll use all. I'll tap my command tower for. No. Tap this forest for green, green. I'll use all but 2 blue for giant on keg. When it ETBs, I'll gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get a beast. 1, 2, 3. Totally forgot all my Lotus Cobra triggers. Oh well. I cast a creature spell. I'm going to draw a card. And also, I have a Kiora trigger. I cast an 8 mana creature spell. No, I don't because it's an insect. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 7.
Maybe we shouldn't have tempted with 30 mana.
9.
Yeah, you know.
I'm going to play Stormtide Leviathan. Creature spell.
I have a response if no one has a response to that.
Okay, what you got?
I'm going to snap, and I'm going to saw it coming that Stormtide Leviathan. Just counter target spell.
I don't think I can do anything about that.
Ironically, we did see it coming because it was bounced.
Indeed, we did see it coming.
That is fine. I did realize though that I played my bounce land 4 times, so I should have 4 land thingies. 4 more land flyer thingies. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do command tower as the other one. Those are hasty 3/3s. I did cast a creature spell, so I will still get a beast. Gain 1, 2, 3. And I will still get the Kiora trigger because it is on cast.
I guess we just hope that he decks himself.
Right.
That would be honestly pretty funny. All right, so its CMC is 8. So I'll look at the top 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up there.
I could always top tick a sword for pro blue green. So
This is my hand, so you know I'm not cheating.
Holy shit.
Looking at the top 8.
And the crazy thing is, like, there's nothing that you really played that's like crazy powerful too. It's just like so many good synergies.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
just like really optimized, but it can still only win through combat damage. I will cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost, choosing Concordant Crossroads, which says all creatures have haste. The rest go on the bottom of my library in a random order. Forgot about all my Lotus Cobra triggers. I might have said that already, or maybe that was last turn. I don't know. I will pick up my hand.
I feel like if
I'm
he
not-
goes to combat, I'm dead.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of us.
Depends on how many creatures you can swing with and what their total power toughness is and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because you have 4 blockers. You have 4. Brian's got a few. I have the one that gains life. Like, he has an impact, but not like.
Well, don't they all have
flying.
trample?
There's a few flyers at that, yeah.
Yeah, he has all of his creatures have trample.
What gives it the trample?
The giant Ankeg.
Uh,
Other creatures he controls have trample and ward 2.
Yeah, they all have trample and ward 2.
I didn't know it gave a secondary ability on it.
Okay.
What set did this come out in? Boulder's Gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Giant Unkeg is a really solid pile of draft chaff slapped onto one card. It's
I
like
need
very
this in my
meat and
life.
potatoes magic card. Uncommon.
That ward ability is
Pretty fire.
French kiss.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, pretty dank. I love that card. It's not like
When they-
insane, but it's like pretty sweet.
When they printed that Pterodon that gave all legendaries ward, I had to throw that into my Prince of Krug deck.
Ward is a pretty cool ability. It really is.
Gonna tap my command tower. Or no, I'll tap this island land creature for 2. I'm gonna activate Thespian Stage, and I'll have it become a copy of Dark Depth.
Are you sure
and
you
it
don't
will
want it to become a copy of Karn's Bastion?
and it will sack itself. And
You have to
don't-
ask. You have to ask.
I don't have the Merit Lage token, so I'm just gonna use this Samurai guy. I'll have to get the Merit Lage token in foil because I've had this deck for so long. I know I'm never getting rid of it.
I can see the resemblance.
Right. So Merit Lage will come in, and I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does anyone have any flyers
I don't.
Not I.
or reach? I'm gonna
Attack
cast.
with an impunity.
I'm gonna cast the back of Augmenter Pugilist, which is a Troll Druid rare from Strixhaven that says trample as long as you control 8 or more lands. Augmented Pugilist gets +5/+5. It's a 3/3 for 1 green. I'm not really sure what the downside of this card is supposed to be.
I've like almost never played the backside.
The sorcery on the back is called Echoing Equation. I've never played the backside either until now, but it says choose target creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of it until end of turn, except those creatures
Shit.
aren't legendary if the chosen creature is legendary.
Yeah, so everything
gonna
is a
target-
20.
I'm going to target Merit Lage, and I'm going to make all of my creatures legendary flying 20/20 Merit Lage with haste because of
You know,
Concordant Crossroads.
Fair.
Yeah, I will. You deserve this one.
Yeah.
Holy.
Wow.
I will turn many Merit Lages sideways at all of you.
And
Specifically,
in response, I'm going to pay one. I'm going to make a guy, and then eat my food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nom nom noms.
I'm gonna also respond and give one of those Marillages that's attacking me groundswell, so it's gonna go +2/+2 until.
okay.
Are we just buffing them now?
Is
Let's
that
see what I can
before or
do.
after combat? Because Unnatural Growth is going to make them all into 40/40s.
That's before combat. It's
And
gonna be
I
a
can put
40.
3 counters on something, so I guess I'll put 3 counters on the AC Merit Lage.
The AC Merit League.
My
Yeah.
Atlanta. I'll take
That's
the
so
L on
much
that one.
damage. Yeah, that's fair.
That's funny.
That's so.
I think
many
that's the
Merit Lages.
silliest win con that I've ever done that I also had no plan for, and it just kind of happened because I realized I could do it.
You know, that's fair. I don't think anybody's ever attacked with that many Marillages before.
Can't say that that's indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like, how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did they all
5,
die
6,
to the legendary rule?
No, it's non-legendary.
No.
They all become non-legendaries.
16,
Yeah.
18. It's 19 Merit Lages that are 40/40s.
Hey guys, I'm working on my Halloween deck for this year. I would love to do some spooky sleeves and play that for our friends. My deck is.
Hey.
Oh, no, it's
Yellow
20
Schnorr.
Merit Lages, exactly.
Yeah, I
So
could have
what's-
slowed you
Dragon
down with
Shield's got
the
some
Mother of
upside.
Machines.
What's 20 times 40?
Oh, yeah, that one card literally would just destroy this entire deck, to be honest.
That was one of the decks that I did have lined up to potentially be played.
You want to do it?
Game
Are
dose.
we
Well,
playing?
Does everyone have time for a game 2?
I have
I'm
time
down.
for a game 2.
I'm down for a game dose.
All right.
All right, let's play a second
Make
game.
it more crazy here.
I'm just gonna go get some water before we do that.
I
As
didn't
am
deck
I.
myself, but this was my deck, and this was my deck, and this was my hand.
Yeah, you had
It's
a
about
lot.
twice the size of my deck.
Uh,
I'm gonna put on the commercial thing, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hey, Chris, so are we just looking for faster decks, or do we want to keep it around souped up precon level-ish?
You can go faster.
Faster?
Yeah, it's more so
How
like
much
if you
faster?
well, you look at it this way. It's the second game. We're almost at midnight, so like if you win like within a few turns, not gonna be the end of the world.
I don't really have decks.
I say just like I said, what you feel is like it's this is a when you go like, oh, give me your like one of your better decks kind of style, like make it good.
All right,
I switched
probably
it up to
not
my
this.
my
but
Sarumon.
Thinking maybe one of these. I only played this deck the other night, and it was pretty decent, but it was a one-on-one, so I don't know. Yeah, let's not do that.
Also, in the chat, Frat Bro, if you can find them on TCG Player, Dragon Shield has Halloween sleeves that are like pumpkins and Halloween colors. What's up, Tony?
You guys in the States have much better selection.
Yes, you are not wrong. Because I've sent cards to people in Canada, like even over in Europe and whatnot, and I'm like, they're like shocked of the differences that are available.
I saw like it was like the summer from Ultra Pro. It was like their summer edition deck boxes. It was like a tropical theme and whatnot, and I was like, I want these. Could not find them. Like awesome.
Gearson Starn.
Or Tiamat.
What do I want to do?
Hmm.
Think. Well,
We'll keep this.
faster. I
Do
think
that.
Tiamat's faster than Gearson.
I'm playing Bilbo's Groundhog Day. I want to keep doing the same things over and over again until I get to 111 life.
Nice.
Yep.
He was part of the reason I bought that precon, but after playing it and how efficient it is, and because of stuff other people were doing, I was just drawing absurd amounts of cards. Yeah, Skittles. I bought Skittles the other day, finally.
Ooh, nice.
Not
I
in the
put that
deck.
into my Atraxa Poison. Or it's mainly a Atraxa Toxic.
Yeah, I'm not
And
sure what I'm going to do with Skittles yet. I might build a deck just around that card, because it doesn't really go in like a Dragon's deck, I feel like.
It's kind of more it's like its own stuff, you know. Did we
You
lose
like put
Queen?
it in a Atraxa Creator's Voice deck, or you build a deck around it by itself, I think. I did recently slot some more dragons in here.
so I have a bit of a problem.
Yeah, what's going on?
My phone died,
Oh no.
and that is the camera that I use for my spell table. So
Ooh,
trying to give it a bit of a charge so I can plug it back in.
that's fine. You go
I
through
don't know
this.
why it died because it was like 80%, and normally when I plug it in, it charges while I use it. But apparently, it just
It was an intense game.
It's
I get it.
getting hot.
yeah, it was also getting a little bit hot. But I forgot to turn down the resolution because I was doing 1080p 60 on accident. I normally do like 760. I'll let that charge for like a couple minutes if that's
I
okay.
homebrewed deck tech.
No worries. That is
And
Tone.
Frat Bro.
Frat Brew is a new person in the chat. Never talked to them before. So if you could hit that follow button, it'd be really nice. I'm at 443. Like I want to get to 450. Like I'm so close.
Right?
I want to see you surpass 500 so that you can be unsatisfied with how uneven the number is, and then strive to make even more progress with your Twitch channel and get more people hanging out. in
It's
here.
not wrong. I would prefer to get to the 5.
Yeah.
Well, the way follows and work everything is hysterical. So like my Instagram does very, very well when it comes to all this stuff, right? I remember in May I did a huge giveaway for MagicCon Minneapolis. I'm like, hey, if you do this, if I get to 5,000 followers, I'll give away a boatload of crap. I could not do it. It was like I was like still like 200 off from where I was. And now I'm over 7,000. Like it
Wow.
just shot up. Like I usually get, I don't know how the hell that happened. I go up maybe 25 to 50 a day almost, it feels sometimes. Like a lot of the people who follow me,
Really?
it's just insane how it's cracking like crazy.
I put like 0 effort into my magic stuff because this is just a side thing nonsense for me. But with my music stuff, I don't know, it's funny how like a lot of the stuff that I have posted on my music YouTube, like I worked so hard on it. It's so informative, and I've had like Grammy award winning producers like share it and like recommend it to their students and stuff.
That's next
And people will be like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome!" But it maxes out at like maybe 5,000 views, and then like this video of me playing along to a song that I made on a whim that I taught one of my adult students the previous day. I just felt like playing it because it was super fun and we had so much fun like learning the song together. Really easy song. But I just really enjoyed it. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to play a song right now. I'm just going to play for fun right now. And I was like, oh, well, I might as well film it. So I filmed it. I tossed it up on YouTube and it got like a couple hundred views in a couple days. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay. And then like a couple days after I posted it, it suddenly got like 4,000 views in a day, which had never happened before. And I thought YouTube was broken.
Any of these things, how it accounts for the algorithm, as they say, it's just crazy.
Yeah, like that was like mind blowing to me. I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. And then I was like, all right, well, it's done. That's cool. Yeah, that was really fun. Focus on other stuff. Keep making progress. Like a month later, it suddenly just out of the blue gets 6,000 views in a day.
Jeez.
And I'm like, holy crap. I was like, now I have my first like 10,000 plus video.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was done. And the next day it got 6,000 views. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I thought it was done. And the next day it got like 5,500 views. And it kept doing that for like over a year. And it ended up getting around like 330,000-ish views.
Damn.
And that was just like a one take video of me playing my instrument and just like nerding out to this song.
Yeah.
Zero plan of like, oh, this is gonna go viral. Like this is a viral attempt. It wasn't like that at all. I was like, I'm just gonna play some bass.
What instrument do you play?
I play a lot of instruments.
Nice.
And I teach them all. But like, you know, all the ones people know. I sing and I rap and I play guitar and bass and drums and keyboard and synths and ukulele and blah 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 blah. Long boring list. Who cares? I've been having a lot of fun with drums lately, though. In particular, I'm also on my Freemole. Everybody, yeah. One of my students, we're learning the drum intro to Toxicity by System of a Down right now, and it's stupid fun.
All their drums is just so cool.
Drums are awesome.
I was in like cadets growing up, so I saw like the snare drums, like the drum lines and stuff like that.
Nice.
I am musically inept. I cannot play a single instrument.
Sometimes I feel like that too, and it's literally my job. I think we all have those days, but we can do it. We can shake this mortal coil and become our most creative selves.
Trying to figure out how to get to USB mode.
Don't know if I want to keep my Freemole. Kind of awkward.
You can take as many modes as you want. You know this. You know how I am.
I just got like a bounce land and like an exotic orchard and a mountain and a bunch of really expensive stuff that isn't ramp. And
I know how that feels.
I have 2 lands, so I have no idea.
It's not a hand you want to keep in this deck, basically. Better than the one lander I started with. I had like one fast land and a bunch of stuff. This one's like, okay, some of the cards I just put back are in here somehow, but
love it. That happens to me all the time.
This is very keepable. And I think we bottom. Don't really want to bottom any of these cards, but
okay.
Well, no, we just bottom this one. That's fine. That's fine, actually. I'm at the point where I need like a bookcase for my magic decks or something like that. I can't keep them on my production desk anymore.
I've cut back on a lot, but now since I started doing the battle box for Vegas, I've got another 14 decks. I had at one point like 45. Got rid of most of them, got down to about 20, and now I'm back up to about 40.
Yeah, I think I haven't checked in a while, but I think I'm at somewhere between like 30 to 40 EDH decks. And then I have several decks for like other formats. Like I have an Oathbreaker deck, a Modern deck, a Pioneer deck that is in disrepair because it's so hard to keep a Pioneer deck up to date. I've got a 60-card Pauper deck. I've got another one I'm trying to finish.
I think I have 11 EDH decks. I just switched them up whenever I started feeling bored with them.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever seen as much Magic cards as like my my co-host Daniel. I think he said he built another 45 decks and he's sitting around 500 and something.
My gosh.
Like he's been apparently playing like since the beginning, and I kind of wish I was. How long
I wish
I've
I
played
was
this
too. I
game.
wish I had like 1,000 of every OG duel and stuff like that.
Funny thing is, no one at that probably point in time really expected.
Oh no. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
started in '99, and then I was like, "This is kind of cool." Whoop de doo, and your typical child decided to give it up after like a year and a half.
Yep.
You know.
I started
Yeah.
around like the Scourge block, Scourge, Onslaught.
Oh, same. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
love
like
that set.
99, 2000 or so is when I originally got into it. I think I had like just turned 7.
Yeah, I think I would have been middle schools when I first started playing.
Camera not.
Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Oh.
There
Hi.
we go.
And we see a Sheoldred.
Yeah.
That's what you were doing. We got it, Queen. You were building in the
casually-
anticipation.
Yeah, I was
Actually,
definitely-
speed building a Sheoldred commander
Yeah.
deck.
All right, I'm gonna. Did we already rotate? No, we didn't rotate.
I'll
One,
probably go
no,
first
I don't
though.
think so.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, look at that. I'll gladly take
Just
it.
on my 7.
Boom. Mint.
All right. Are we all good?
She's running
I'm
her
good.
7 right now, I think.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
wing
will draw.
it. Also,
We will
should
go with
probably
a
fix our life
crumbling
Oh, yeah.
necropolis.
Ooh, nice.
And I'll pass.
I will untap and draw.
Oh, just so everyone knows, I'm playing Saruman the White Hand.
Sorry, I'm on the white hand. Nice. I am playing Tiamat. Tiamat reads legendary creature dragon god for 2 and Wooburg. It's a flying 7/7. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Flavor text says, "My children will rule over all," but mine does not have flavor text because it looks like this. I would like to get this in foil eventually, but this is pretty sweet.
Hell yeah, that looks sick.
I believe I'm about to play a land from the same cycle as the one that Brian just played. It's a Mystic Monastery. It taps for any of a Jeskai mana, white, blue, or red, and then I'll pass my turn.
All right, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna play a Scoured Barrens, and I will gain 1 life, and I'll pass. And I'm playing Bilbo's birthday celebrant, where it says basically trying to get to 111 life.
I will play a Swan and pass.
You should be good, Brian.
Oh, sorry. I'll untap. I'll draw. I guess I was watching the wrong screen. We will go with an island. Tap for 2. And I will play a ruby medallion. And I will pass.
Oh, okay. I see what's happening. All right. I've pressed the space bar the sufficient amount of times to put my brain back. All right. Draw a card for turn. I'm going to play a command tower, and yay, I have all my colors on turn 2. I'm going to tap 2 and cast lets me get any land type that is not a forest. So I will do that and say go.
I will draw. I will do Plains for turn. Tap the 2 and do Arcane Signet. And I will pass.
Play another swamp and pass.
We will untap. We will draw. We are going to play Foreboding Ruins, and I will show a swamp or mountain. And then we will tap for 3 and play Sarumon. And then that's a go.
I have decided to get my foily Spars headquarters out of my deck.
Would you guys like me to read what Sarumon does? Sarumon, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, amass Orcs X, where X is that spell's mana value. Goblins and Orcs you control have Ward 2.
And my
Nice.
phone died again.
Influencers sometimes have several phones, right? Do you have an extra phone?
I do not, unfortunately. And my
Oh, no
brother
worries.
has my webcam.
Spars headquarters, the land I got is a Forest Plains island. So I got a forest, but I technically got a plains or an island anyway. A card for turn. Hey, that's the other land I was thinking about getting. That's pretty cool. Let's tap 3.
I need to remember to set my phone to not automatically go to sleep because it'll disconnect from my computer.
I will play a Dragon's Horde, and then I'm going to play the land that I drew, which is Jetmir's Garden. It's a Mountain Forest Plains Triome.
Getting everything. you need.
Nuka Penny really blessed me with Jetmir's Gardens. I think I pulled about 13 of these.
Damn.
It was like
Jesus.
I couldn't stop pulling them. And I really did not buy very much Nuka Penna. I drafted and did pre-releases, won a few packs maybe. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw Cave of Coilos. Do 2 for Ellis Ilcor.
Such a good guy.
And 2 for Altar of Dementia.
Mm.
And then we'll sit for a minute and see where Onyx is at.
Yeah, I'm just letting to get to like, and then I'm gonna turn off the go to sleep. See if it'll still charge while I'm using it as a.
Is anyone going to be drafting on Friday when WoW drop?
I want to, but I probably won't have money to.
There's a chance I would, but I just got back from Philadelphia for a Pauper Commander event, so I'd probably just like take a break. Like basically,
Yeah, you just did an event. You're
Yep.
doing your live streams.
I didn't do any of the Commander Masters one. I didn't pick up any of it other than just a couple singles. So I'll probably maybe pick up a box.
I have not had a true day off in, I mean, for the past 2 months, I've only been having a day off once every 14 days. So the 14th day, I have a day off every 2 weeks. And that day will come again this Friday. And I'm tempted to just go play Magic all day because I totally could.
hey, if you have the option,
Do it.
You wouldn't mind the option.
I'm thinking about it. But then another part of me is thinking I might spend the whole day working on composing video game music, which could be a potential new job for me. And then I'll just go play Magic at night, which will also save me money because I'm trying to get a drum kit back in my studio and some more recording gear and stuff. Make a lot of video game music, and then it's going to be album time. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but like recently, a bunch of people in my daily life, like students, bosses, coworkers, friends, are all like, "Why aren't you posting on YouTube? Post on YouTube. Hey, post this video on YouTube." And I'm just like, oh my god. There's like demand appearing, which is good.
Well, like your content's what it is.
I don't know. It just like, do you ever feel like that? Like you have people that enjoy your content, and like I've had people tell me like the nicest things about some of my videos. But I'm also just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just some guy.
That
Right,
thought
like,
is
whatever.
always a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it genuinely is.
It's like, thanks so much. I'm literally just a person.
I'm just chilling, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
All right.
No worries.
I totally forgot to turn off the my phone going to sleep automatically, so it just like drained all my battery last game. I don't know why Windows does that. Like every time it goes to sleep, it just stops charging, but it still uses like my cam.
Hey, we're all friends here. Everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many commander decks you got?
I have 3. I have my infect deck. I have a zombie deck that I upgraded from the Midnight Hunt precons, which my commander for that is Navineral, so it's Esper zombies.
Bad.
Kind of fun. And then I have this deck, which is Sheoldred. It's like mono black control.
Do you have a favorite amongst the triage trio?
Probably my infect deck because New Phyrexia was my first set I ever played when I started playing Magic.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Makes it more personalized.
I'm currently
Right.
trying to make some shenanigan Boros infect stuff because I did get a box of Phyrexia All Will Be One, so I have like a bunch more white red like proliferate stuff.
Nice. I really want to build. But one of my friends that I play with, I play over at his house sometimes, a bit more lately. Well, they're like apartment, a couple of friends of mine. He hates Boros so much, and he just doesn't like the play style or how it builds, and he's not sure like how to do it. It seems like is really the root of the issue. So I've been wanting to build Fire Song and Sunspeaker forever.
Oh, such a good one.
Yeah, and I think I have Feather, and Feather's really cheap, and I've built it the way you should probably build it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the whole deck is like probably not even $50, but
Yeah, Feather you can make dirt cheap.
yeah. But the problem I find with Feather is like classic Voltron issues of you take out one player and then you die.
Yeah, that's still true.
So I'm gonna build Fire Song and Sunspeaker because I think I could make it really strong, and then I could be like, hey man, wasn't that pretty bananas? Isn't Boros actually kind of awesome?
Yeah, if you play the Fire Song, they'll definitely like it. Like I've played that a few times, and it's just one of those decks where like you can throw in like generic things, but it still does so much work.
Yeah. I basically would want to build it almost 67% Boros damage dealing cards that will gain me life and deal damage because they're going to be both red and white.
I'm still conflicted on who I want to make as my commander for that Boros deck. I'm debating between Bassandra Battle Seraph and Aurelia the War Leader. I'm thinking Aurelia because it gives me an additional
attack. So it really wouldn't be bad. Now, do you want it to be focused predominantly on Infected Toxic?
I'm not planning on it to be like super powerful, just like something to like mess around with. Boros is like very much not infect colors, but I'm gonna try and make it work. Go phone, charge faster, please.
Righteousness. I've never heard of that card before.
I definitely want to put all will be one deck.
I have that in my Shalai and Hilaire one.
Oh, Chris, are you aware that you've been raided?
I was raided? Nothing went off.
Yeah, I'm just looking at chat right now. It says you've been raided.
Oh.
Oh,
Woodland
Deck House.
Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome back to the stream where we're just waiting on stuff to load up right now. But how was your game? How did everything go? Nothing went ding, ding, ding on my end, so I have no idea what went off.
White instant +7/+7 to a blocking creature.
Ooh,
that reminds me of a card that untaps target creature and gives it +7/+10 or something. And I think it's a single white mana.
Oh yeah, I know. I know the one of that one.
Yeah, but I forget what it's called right now. I think I have it.
Not go to ding,
oh, you know what? It might be in my Balin deck box.
Stream setups.
That's Shorkai. I'm gonna have to get a label maker at this point. I've got too many repeat deck box colors. Rather than buying a deck box color that I am not stoked on, I just buy one I like again. But now it's getting confusing.
If you find the color you like, though, you know?
Yeah, like I like the white. I like the Return to Earth boulders most. And amongst those, I really like the white, red, and green ones. The orange one is okay. I've gotten it a couple times. I like the black ones. I have a bunch of regular, not Return to Earth boulders as well. Sometimes I get these.
It's true.
What is this? I get the Ultra Pro sometimes. I got a sparkly one for Aesi.
I have
because he's special.
All the Ultra Pros. That's what I have. All these. I want to get more of the boulders, like these ones that like those are small and they're a hard shell.
It's refused to yield. It's +2/+7 until end of turn. It's 1 and a white, not 1 white mana from New Capenna.
I used to like the boulders, but I double sleeve, so they get really tight sometimes.
Yeah, I really like them because they're very compact, and I can easily cram like 25 decks into a backpack, and then bring all of those in a very heavy and cardboard-filled toted backpack, and then proceed to play maybe 2 of the decks in the backpack, if that. But that way, it's kind of like I have tons of options. I don't know. I'm really bad at limiting.
All right, everyone. I just raised the volume on all my follower stuff. So if y'all want to follow me real quick, so I can make sure it works.
Just to test it.
Just testing it. No other reasons at all. Test it for the kitty cat.
What's your kitty cat's name?
Bebab, subscribe. This is Monkey.
Monkey. Nice.
Kitties.
Yeah, when she was a kitten, she would climb the curtains. So
that's super cute.
That's where she got her name from. Bebab, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the subscription. Oh, snipes. Hell yeah. No sound went off, but thank you.
Bebabs, it's funny that you should say that about your feather deck being a poor man's Zada for card draw with combat tricks, because I got so excited about Zada because of I forget the name of the YouTube channel, but this guy who's very popular that makes like budget decks and stuff. He had a Zada list, and I was like, that looks pretty sweet, and I built it and I brought it to the LGS, and my LGSs are super competitive and like OP and everything, so I bring the deck in and everyone's just like, remove Zada, and I'm like, all right. And then recast Zada, and then they're like, okay, nice, remove Zada, and I'm like, okay.
We're
and
doing
I'm
that
just
today.
sitting there. Yeah, right. Like every single game I would play with it was just that. So I got fed up with it, and I was like, I'm gonna put Zada in a feather deck, and it's great in the feather deck, but the feather deck fares no better than the Zada deck did. So now I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to take all of those cards and put it into like the new Jeskai Narset Prowess deck, and then they'll eventually get filtered out and replaced by Prowess creatures probably. And if that deck doesn't work out, then I don't know. I'm just gonna like build Winota or something.
Okay, let's try this.
See EDH Knights with the Zada list. Well, okay, clearly, Bebabs, I'm gonna need your insight on how to build Zada properly.
I should be back.
Yep, you're there.
A
Until my phone
Blim
decides to die again.
CDH list.
It just doesn't.
I only
Sabine
I only have
follow
one
and Carmella
CDH deck. It's a
follow.
Keurig CDH deck.
Thank you, thank you. Hopefully that's real still.
Missing a few pieces of fast mana, but otherwise pretty broken. It's a total homebrew. I don't build the way that people tell me I'm supposed to build. And I've had entire discords rage out at me over it for going against the grain on common suggested advice, even though I was very polite, both in stating it and in response to the rudeness with which I was met in the
Some
Discord
people, if you don't
that will
make it
go
the way
unnamed.
that they want you to quote unquote make it, then it's a whole thing. They're like,
Yeah,
can you
it's
not? I'm like, really? Stop.
You're the second person that I've
I
heard that from.
suggested this not commonly recommended thing, and they're like, "You're not allowed to have original ideas. Get out of our Discord." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's draining too fast. It's already like 2% again.
You need like Static Shock to like come visit and give it some juice.
Is it my turn or?
It's your turn.
I'll play Swamp and.
All right. While it's no longer your turn, now turn your screen off.
So actually, not a bad idea.
I will go ahead, untap and draw. We will play a land tapped, Smoldering Marsh. I will tap 3 for Heuristic Study.
Oh, now I get to wonder if we get the one.
Correct.
Study.
Hey,
And
on.
I will make a 3/3.
And maybe I should have played Gearson Starn after all.
I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll untap or like Perforos or something. Okay, I'm gonna do a Zeator's Proving Ground and play a Lapis Orb of Dragonkind. It adds a blue, and when I spend the mana to cast a dragon creature spell, I scry 2, and that is my turn.
Are you going to pay?
I will tap my command tower to pay for Heuristic Study.
Boo.
Just in case.
I mean, I usually would refuse to ever do that, but I don't have anything else to do with the mana, so.
I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens. Gonna go look for a forest, and I'm gonna play the forest. Do I have a full art one? Just because I'm looking at it. Okay, so I'm gonna play the forest as well. With the 3 paying the 1, I play Renata Called to the Hunt. Going to pass turn. Then
Are you going to pay?
I did pay the 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not letting you draw.
It's all very nice.
For now, anyway. And then when Queen gets back,
There we go.
boom, boom.
For some reason, the way that you said boom, boom made me think of the sound from Archer, where all the brass goes like, wah, 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 wah.
I'm gonna pay 3 and play a Phyrexian Arena. And I can't do anything with 1, so I'm going to pass.
We get that nice Phyrexian Arena.
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah.
That
I
old
specifically
ordered Phyrexian
wanted-
Arena.
Most of the cards in here are either like non-original print, or they're like the original prints, or they're like promos or
Like the
retro.
fancy, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to pay the 1?
I'll pay the. Forgot the Heuristic Study.
Kind of suck, just saying.
The other day, I was playing with my Discord members, and in my Satoru Umezawa deck, I turn 1 to Phyrexian Arena by playing Swamp, tapping Dark Ritual, dropping Phyrexian Arena, and I drew 2 cards every turn for the whole game. It was amazing.
Nice.
I'm going to.
The normal turn one I try to go for is Dark Ritual into Necropotence.
Yeah. You can do
yeah.
that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's fire turn.
I will
I tried to
tap
play Keurig
1
and then Necropotence.
for Thrill of Possibilities. I will discard Cavern Horde Dragon and draw 2 cards.
Oh, bye, B-Babs.
Bobby Babs. Thanks for joining.
I will get 2. So now I have 5/5. And then let's go with a black mana for a reanimate, targeting the Cavern Horde Dragon.
Ooh, dang,
I have
nice.
no responses.
That's mint on so many levels.
Said no
Should be
to say no
quality.
response or
No response.
I got no
Yeah,
response.
you're
myself.
golden.
so that's gonna be 9.
How much am I
9
taking?
life.
No, it's 2. He has 2 over there as well.
Goes up.
Still kind of want to buy the Grixis, the Thoron precon,
Oh yeah, I want to.
I really enjoyed this one.
but I want to replace the commander with Thoron the Dark Lord, who, in my opinion, should just be the commander for it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But
Let's go ahead with tapping 2 for Orcish Siege Master.
siege, not bow.
Yeah, I was waiting for an Orcish Bowmaster.
No,
I have
no.
no idea what that is. I've never even heard of that.
Trample. Other orcs and goblins you control have trample. Whenever Orcish Siege Master attacks, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control.
Oh.
Oh dang.
How many
Doing some stuff.
artifacts does everybody have?
2.
I have 0.
Yeah, Hip and I will have 2.
All right. And both of you did not pay the tax, so
Correct.
Hip, you will be having a 6/6 flyer come your way, and I will have a 6/6 army come your way, Chris.
Yep, and I will take 6.
And then you get a bunch of treasures, right?
And you
I
get 2 treasures.
get deals combat damage to a player. You create a treasure token for each artifact that player controls, so I get 2. Use 2. And then that's gonna be my turn.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw a magic card.
I think everybody just has to come down to my level of life.
I'll play a forest. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4 Sultai and 5 color. And we'll tap. Yeah, I played the forest. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tiamat. Does that resolve?
Resolution of established.
Yep, I got nothing.
Right. Here's my hand. I'm gonna do the thing you do when you successfully cast an E to be a Tiamat, which is get 5 dragons out of your deck to go into your hand. I gotta reveal them.
Did you pay the 1?
I am going to tap Dragon's Horde to pay the 1. Also, Tiamat is a dragon, so I have a gold counter on Dragon's Horde. Anyway, getting dragons.
Dragon.
Time to get the dragons. Moraphan, Mirim, or dragon. Maybe Ancient Silver Dragon. Okay, so Cloth Morthfon, Mirim, or dragon, Ancient Silver Dragon.
A whole lot of Dargans.
A whole 5 lot of Dargans. Don't need to show you my actual hand. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I will discard this swamp because it is not a Dargan, and then I will pass the turn.
Tap and draw. I will do.
I gotta foil out all the triomes in this deck.
1, 2 for Witherbloom Apprentice.
You're gonna play Chain of...
It's in there, but I don't have it.
Okay, I was like, oh boy.
It's in there for the gigs, but I don't play it at all. I'm not gonna pay the 1 for that one, so you can draw.
What?
I gotta hold back the Ass trophy. Tiamat, it's right there. I will pass. I'm gonna gain 1 life off of the LS that turn the battlefield. You're good like that.
Okay. I'm gonna untap my stuff, and for some reason my phone is not charging. So
like, yeah, you shall not pass.
Curveball.
Yep.
I'm just going. Oh, I forgot. I have to draw. And that's still not helpful. I'm just gonna map or play a Lurking Deadeye. That's flash, but I'm not using flash. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. No creature was dealt damage, and then I'm gonna pass.
Are you gonna pay the 1? That's what I like to hear. Thank you. And then you say go. Excellent. We will untap. We will draw. Go with a Morphic Pool.
If you're still hanging out and you're not yet subscribed to One More Game MTG, I mean, just hit the button, right? At least hit the heart.
Yeah, leaving the heart will do something for me, yeah.
Uh-oh, I think I scared away 3 of your viewers, Chris.
It happens.
I said that, and you immediately went from 10 to 7.
They're overwhelmed with the beauty of your voice. That's what it is.
We can only hope.
What's Tiamat's power toughness?
She is a 5-headed, 2-winged 7/7 lady dragon god.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. We will go with a tapping of, we'll say 2 for Foray of the Orc. I will amass orcs 2. And then, just, I guess, to make sure that I am following the rules correctly, even though that the CMC is reduced, technically it's still 4.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So I will go now up to 12. And Foray of the Orcs then is, so amass orcs 2. When you do, Foray of the Orcs deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the amassed army's power. I will deal 12 damage to Tiamat.
Tiamat goes to command zone.
And then we will have 1 and 1 for Into the Fire. We'll mass 3. And I'm going to use the mode, put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards +1. And we will go with 3 cards. So I will draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will then move to combat. Number of artifacts in play.
0 from
We're all the same.
Still 2.
Okay, I will send the Cavern Horde Dragon at Chris this time.
I'll take 7.
And I will send a 15/15 your way, Queen.
15.
Correct. Not commander, at least.
Does it have trample or anything?
Yes, it has trample.
Oh. I'm just gonna take the 15.
And then I will create another 2 treasures, and I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap.
I did have 1 blocker, but only had 2 toughness, so I don't feel like the 2 damage.
Yeah,
would
it's not
make
gonna
much of a
change much.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Siege Master. Orcs and goblins have trample. Rarely ever see a very large, chunky goblin.
I guess. Oh, I've been forgetting to scry 2 off my Lapis Orb. Well, actually, it wouldn't matter because I only cast Tiamat, so that's why I didn't do it. Or sometimes long window habits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna cast Morph on the Boundless.
Are you
G'day.
gonna pay?
Will you leave me alone for a second if I don't?
Yeah.
How about 1 turn you leave me alone?
Just play
Hey, as long as you pay the 1, you're good.
Oh, more.
Well, you want me to not pay the 1, I thought.
No. As long as you don't pay the 1, you're fine.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're good. Go ahead, draw your card. All right, I'm going to scry 2. I will scry, let's do both top, actually. That's fine. Cool. I'll tap Dragon's Horde and remove a gold counter. I will draw a card, and I'm going to slap down a spellbook, which says you have no maximum hand size. It's
Boop.
a Cheerios card.
You're going to pay?
I cannot pay. Go ahead and draw.
Awesome.
I have no max hand size, and I am passing.
I unfortunately do.
Okay. Do 3. I'll cast Bilbo.
Gonna have to ask, sir.
Leave that. I got that. I will not. You can draw. I'm gonna draw.
Thank you.
Draw 2. Gain 2 life. It's gotta have a counter on it. I will then pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Life. Draw for X. Play a swamp, and I'll play one of my favorite mono black cards. Untap 5. Play Together X the Blight Dragon.
Hi, Skills says hi.
For twins.
Winning.
I need to get another one of these for my Infect deck because I have the OGR, but I love this foil so much.
It is very nice.
Yeah, I really want the
also
OG
have
one,
one.
but I don't need it for any particular anything. And
Yeah,
this
it's
one
literally
was
just that, yeah.
$8. So.
Yeah, the reprinted, like this looks so much cooler. And it's like the same price, and you can get it in foil. The foil OG one's like $70.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the one that I would like to.
And do you pay the 1?
Everybody's got a lot of stuff, so I'm not gonna make any enemies, and I'm just gonna.
You can't pay the 1.
Did you pay the 1?
I can't pay the.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, on to my turn. We will untap and draw. We will go with the command tower. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. We will tap for 8, and I will cast Sauron, Lord of the Rings. Avatar Horror. Whenever you cast the spell, amass orcs 5. Mill 5 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It has trample, and whenever a commander an opponent controls dies, the ring tempts you.
I love that card.
So we will go up to having a 20/20, and we will mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a feel bad moment. No creatures. Womp womp.
Rip.
And okay. Oh, technically that would have costed 1 less due to the ruby medallion. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 for a Demir Cluestone. We will go up another 3. And Chris, I'll send a 23 trample your way.
I'm gonna have to ask trophy that.
Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, I can't be the one.
I love the Art
Awesome.
of Assassin's Trophy.
I will draw.
I think it's hilarious that you shortened it to Ass Trophy.
Yep.
Okay, that
I've
goes
never heard
away.
anyone call it that,
Yep.
but it seems so obvious.
It's
I'm gonna
it's
start
very
calling
fitting.
it that now.
It's really funny.
And thank you with that draw, sir. I will
Yep.
tap 1 and I will play a soul ring. 1, 2, 3,
Soul
4,
ring.
5, 6, 7, and that's perfect. A 1-1. And I will pass. The cycle starts again.
It's that card I scried. Wow.
Who knew?
It's just dragony. Is it signet?
Oh, beautiful.
It is my favorite. Is it signet? Anyway, let's do green, red, blue. I'm gonna cast Miram Sentinel Worm.
Are you paying the 1?
I'm not gonna pay the 1. I'll get a gold counter. Oh, and I'm gonna scry 2 because I tapped the thingy to pay for it. Or we'll scry 2. Green, red, 2, or I'll just do a 1, 2, 3, 5 here, and I'm gonna cast Clouth, Unrivaled Ancient, that ETB.
2 clouds.
Okay.
And paying the 1?
I'm not paying the 1 again. I'll have 2 Clouths. What do you have for blockers, Chris?
Nothing in the air.
What do you have on the ground?
2/2 Ellis Ilkor, Renana, which is right now a 4/3. The Witherbloom Practice, which is a 2/2, and Bilbo, which is a 3/4.
Do any of them have Death Touch?
The Ellis does.
What do you have in the air over there, Brian?
I have my 6/6 Dargan.
Do you have anything on the ground?
I have a 9/9 Sauron, a 2/5 Sarumon, and a 1/1 Orc Army.
All right, Chris,
and
I'm going to come
a
at you in the air
3/5.
with 2 Clouth Unrivaled Ancients. Because of Morophon, they both have +1/+1, so they are 5/5s. That's a total of 10
Yep, with a 2
damage, and I have to declare the mana on the attack. I will simply procure myself double Wooburg.
I got 21.
Oh, I forgot that I actually get. I went back up to 1 here. I drew a card off that once. I have 2 more gold counters on this. Okay. So second main phase, double Wooburg life ensuing. I'm gonna do 4 mana for the Dragon. I'll get a couple copies of Dragons. Get a couple gold counters on Dragon's Horde. Oh wait, hold on. I want to do this in a different order. Actually, I'm sorry. All right, 3 for Lazan. Get 2 Lazans. Get 2 counters. It says whenever you cast an adventure spell or dragon spell, Lazan Dragon's Legacy deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that isn't a commander. Then I will cast Dragon, and because I have 2 Lejans, I will get 2 triggers here.
So you have 40 damage right there on the board?
Well, that's going to be
Gross.
2 instances
of 10 each.
Of 10 each. I'm going to send them Brian's face.
I don't know why.
I think you're the biggest threat, in all honesty, for him.
Whoa, you still have 11 life. It's only 20 damage.
I thought it was 40.
Sorry.
10 and 10.
Well, no, because it's cast. So I cast 1 Dragon.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't get off the copy. So you're at 11.
Yeah. So he's at 11 right now.
Okay, there we go. Those are tabbed.
And then I have 4 mana left from my Clouth. So I will cast a Dragonlord Dramoka. I will get 2 of those. Those are the Dragon ones. These are the Dragonlord ones. All right. Those are both 6 CMC. I am most scared of Brian.
I don't know why. I'm just trying to make my army, just do chill things.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, against my better judgment, I'm going to hit Chris's life total for 6, and I'll hit Queen's life total for 6.
Go to 15.
Even though that's definitely not what I should do. And then I'm gonna pass my turn.
All right. Untap draw.
That's a Gandalf time.
Let's do tap 2 Talisman Resilience, so you can draw cards, so if you can find any answers. And then for 4 Ivy Lane Denizen, you can draw a card to see what happens.
Was that 2 cards or just 1? Sorry,
2 total you can draw. I will then gain 2 life for the 17, and I'm gonna pass after that. I need 1 card, but I'm not getting it. So you're good, Onyx.
Okay. I'm gonna tap my stuff, and I'll lose a life. Draw for Rexy and Arena. I'm gonna tap 1 and play a Village Rite, sacrificing the Lurking Deadeye. Draw 2.
Are you going to pay the 1?
Take you a silly one.
That is unfortunate.
These lands are beautiful.
Then I'm gonna tap for and play Siphon Mind. Each player discards a card, and I draw a card for each card discarded.
Fanatical Devotion.
Is it Signet?
Want to the swamp?
And I still didn't draw a land, so I'm gonna go to clean up.
And did you pay for that one? I guess.
All right, let's see if Brian can do anything because I'm dead in the air. Oh, we're all dead in the air.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways you could all be dead.
Correct.
I
So
wouldn't
that's
even have to go to combat. I
My
don't think.
turn. Okay, untap. Draw.
So all I have an Aetherflux Reservoir in my hand, but I can't do anything there. So I had the Death Star.
Okay, let's play a Rogue's Passage. I'll put that over there. So we will go with 1 for Mordor Muster. You draw a card, you lose 1 life. But let's do, and the muster up to 4. Draw my card. Need to just get through. How am I going to do this? We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For extract from darkness, each player mills 2 cards. Then you put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control.
Running Rut Priest,
1,
Blade
2,
Priest.
3, 4, 5.
I have a Blood Artist and a Swamp.
I'm milling a Goldspan Dragon and a Cave of Koilos.
I
Caves
kinda
of Koilos.
Fortunately.
So if you would like a Goldspan,
I'll just go with, can I use my own? Yeah, from a graveyard. I'll put in Witch King of Angmar. We'll just keep it simple. Oh yeah, so that's 5. So that's gonna be up to a 9. And then we have 3 mana left. You got, yeah, I can't. That's like, I was hoping that I would be able to play more and get a big beefier guy to get in, but
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the path for me.
I will
Knock us in the air.
I will go to my draw step. No point in playing that card really. Let's do. All right, yeah, I'll float 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I'm gonna cast Tiamat. I'll get 2 Tiamats. I'll have 4 mana floating. Scry trigger doesn't matter.
You're gonna have
get
2
7
instances of
dragons.
14 damage. You have 7 and 7 damage right now. Oh no, 8 and 8.
Yeah, I'll do 7 to Chris's life total and 7 to Queen's life total.
Go 10.
Yep, 9.
I'll get Rith, Old Gnawbone, Ganax, Inferno of the Star Mounts.
I want to build Wrath, but I can't find them.
Rith is super dank. Super dank. Come on, where is it? Gotta do it for the memes and for the homage.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Shivan Dragon.
There we go. Yep.
Classic. Alright, so all those dragons, Dargans, will go into my hand. I'll play Simic Growth Chamber, bouncing this forest to my hand. Just to recap, I got Shivan Dragon, Inferno of the Star Mounts, Ganax, Astral Hunter, Old Gnawbone, Rith Liberated Primeval, and with the other 4 mana I have... Oh, you know what? I have enough mana to cast that. That's okay. I'll just play one of these dragons. Let's do Inferno of the Star Mounts, because it's got 2 red pips. Let's do Shivan Dragon. Because basically kind of almost budget version of the same thing. I'll get 2 of those. I'll have 2 instances of 6 damage. Let's do 6 to Chris and 6 to Brian. And how many flyers does everyone have?
No one has anything.
I have Uno.
I have-
Skitherix, yeah.
I have 2 flyers.
I will go to combat. I'll turn my many Dargans, which is inclusive of Morophon, 11, 12, 13, 14. I kind of don't think it matters how I split
I think
it up.
we're dead.
And I'll get an absolutely unbelievable amount of red mana from my Klauths, and I'll sink it all into Shivan Dragon to give it plus bajillion plus 0.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
GG.
GG's.
GG's. All right. Well, we shot for a 45-minute game. It was an hour and a
How
half.
close did we get?
I feel like most of that was just me waiting for my phone to charge.
We had 15 minutes there. The turns
We
themselves.
doubled the time, just like all my dragons doubled themselves when they ETB'd.
All right, I'm ready for bed. So on that note, thank you
Yeah,
much,
sounds
everyone. It was a very fun
Thank
games. Appreciate y'all joining in.
Anytime.
And if everyone else is still watching, thank you very much for watching. I hope y'all have a great, great evening. Remember, be good, y'all.